Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Brock and Dawson podcast. My name is Brock Gardner.
And my name is Dawson the Lynn.
The Lynn, my guy. It's been a solid second. Okay?
Yeah.
It's my fault. I apologize. We've been on the road traveling the country. Okay?
7,000 miles.
In
25 states.
In 12 days. With the homies. Almost killed every one of them, like probably 100 times.
I don't think there's a person I was not annoyed with on the trip by the end.
Yeah, that's how they are though, dude. That's the beauty.
You might actually want to turn these out.
They just push you to kill your own friends.
Yeah, it definitely does.
To that at some point in their lives. Is it so loud?
Well, it's like in between because it got quiet
loud?
then. Well, no, it was loud and then it got quiet, but now we're at a happy medium.
All right, we're good, dude. We're freaking back. We're solid. Haven't been in the studio since the Timothy Bright interview. By the way, Timothy dropped a new song called Knock Knock. Go listen to that.
Yeah, go check that thing out. Holy cow.
Just had to plug it. It's a lot different. It's really hard. Like the first 30 seconds are super disorienting because it's just like he's rapping off beat. There's like a little... It's like just him, his vocals, and this little thing that's kind of offbeat. But then once it gets into the drums and stuff, it's on and it goes hard, as always. But freaking go check that out because Timothy's a homie and a friend of the pod. Thank you. Okay. Should we just get into the thing I wanted to freaking say?
Yeah, get into it.
Okay. Do you know what Cameo is?
Cameo.
Have you heard of this? Have you seen this? Have you heard about this? Cameo? Okay. This is gonna be a treat. So Doss doesn't know what Cameo is, and we're going to explain it. Cameo,
I think I've heard of it, but...
Cameo is like this popular new app where you can pay celebrities. Certain celebrities will have Cameo apps, okay? They'll have Cameo profiles, And so you'll pay, like, a certain celebrity to say something. Like, they'll make a video, and they can send it to you. You know what I mean? So you can... So, say freaking... it's more for, like, B and C-list celebrities, like people who need money, you know?
Yeah.
So let's say like Tony Hawk has a profile, which definitely he does because I've seen it. Like that app was made for Tony Hawk. It's like those kinds of people that are like, it's like, oh, dude, we could have Tony Hawk talk to us, but it's like, that's their own.
Well, it's like the people that are in the niches, right? Like, So if you're like a big skater, if you're into skating a lot, then that would probably be awesome for you. But if you're not, then it's probably just like, oh. That's nice.
It's Tony Hawk. I mean, Tony Hawk is so cool, dude. His Twitter is so funny. It's just like, he literally just tweets all the experiences where people don't know he's Tony Hawk, or they like ask him. I can't remember. It's kind of funny. Like he was talking like at an airport or something. He said he was Tony Hawk, and somebody was like, "No, you're not," and he was like, "Yeah." Actually.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
but yeah, so let's say Tony Hawk is on freaking Cameo, and somebody pays him $150 to make a video saying happy birthday Raven.
I can't swim.
So let's say he'll make the video and send it, you pay him $150, okay? It's something like that. So when you think of these celebrities that are on here, you'll think like freaking probably like Tony Hawk, maybe like I don't know, just some B-list celebrities. But what would I tell you, bro? What would I tell you if that's not the... Wait. How do you phrase that? What would you say if I told you that Carol Baskin had a cameo?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin of Tiger King fame, ladies and gentlemen, has a cameo.
Oh, no.
Okay? And I found this literally this morning. It was the first thing I watched when I woke up.
Can I please, like, quote her? Like, can I have her do a cameo where she just admits to murdering?
You can. That's actually what somebody said. You can do that, Doss, for... $300.
That's a $300 well spent right
there.
there.
It's either 2 or 300, dude. I looked at it because I texted Doss today and was like, dude, I have such a good idea for the podcast. What I was thinking was we could order a cameo from Carol Baskin live on the podcast. So I got Cameo and looked, and it's like well over the price I would ever pay to do that.
Okay, yeah.
So, but anyways, we're gonna
watch
this.
That'd be pretty sick, though.
That would be so funny. We're gonna watch this. This is Cody Code tweeted this out. It's a cameo of her and her husband It's like a birthday cameo. So let's just watch this.
And we are here with the Crip Mates to wish Charlotte a happy birthday. Go, Charlotte. It's your birthday. We're gonna party like it's your birthday. We're gonna sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fudge that it's your birthday.
A fudge, dude.
What?
They don't give a fudge.
You can tell they're insane.
Dude, she definitely did it.
Happy birthday.
No, you can tell by that video she definitely killed her husband.
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst. I think there was another one in these comments. Somebody...
What? What? Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Dude,
I'm so uncomfortable right now.
The last thing I ever needed to see. Dude, what is that?
I don't know.
Why is that on the internet? Oh no.
I want to throw up.
I am so... Dude, I have to get this off my screen. Dude, for the audio listeners?
Wait, you're still screen recording, right?
Yeah. Dude, in the replies of this, somebody tweeted... Oh no. Dude, in the reply... In the replies of this tweet, somebody put a picture, and it's Carol Baskin, and she has her husband on a leash, and her husband's like crouched down in like this tiger toga.
Oh my gosh.
That is probably the weirdest picture I've ever seen in my literal entire life.
Sorry, I don't want to gag on the podcast,
I
but
did not need to see that. I was just trying to find...
What is that?
Carol
I was just trying to find this cameo.
That's terrifying.
Baskin at Big Cat Rescue.
She did.
Hi, Rolf Harris. All your kids wanted to get together and tell you that you have really touched them and that they love all that you have done for them.
Really touched
I hear
them,
there's a
huh?
lot
Really
of
touched
great
your kids,
stories
bro.
about you and your best friend, Jimmy Seville. Can't wait to hear those. Happy birthday, Rolf.
Dude, I wonder if there's a place where we could just watch these all the podcasts.
How would you feel getting sent that on your birthday?
Dude, I want to get that for somebody so badly. Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh.
Oh, why did I close Twitter? I needed that. But anyways, dude, that was the greatest video I've ever seen in my life.
That was the worst photo I've ever seen in my entire life, though.
I can't believe that was on there. I wish we never had to see that. Oh my goodness. That's terrible. Anyways, just wanted to talk about that, you guys. So you're welcome. You're welcome for all that freaking jazz. We have enough.
Oh no.
This podcast is just gonna be me freaking silently laughing in shame at the freaking state of the country. So,
Okay.
Donald Trump, he's the president of the United States. If you haven't been around, his daughter posted, what's her freaking name? Veronica.
I didn't know he had a daughter.
Ivanka. Is that
I
his
thought
daughter?
that was like his wife or something. I don't
So
even
did I,
know.
but there's no way. So Ivanka Trump posts this freaking picture of her, and she's holding. Okay, dude. I'll give you like two. Don't look at that. I'll give you like 3 guesses as to what she's holding in the picture. 3 guesses.
I don't
Actually, you wouldn't even
freaking
be able to
know.
tell from that.
I
Just
mean,
guess
the
some
obvious one
random
is
object.
random object.
Just like any object, because
Like
you will not guess this.
dirty.
No, like anything. It could be dirty, I guess. Just anything.
I don't want to. I don't want to have to
Ivanka
take stuff
Trump-
off the
It's
podcast.
nothing dirty.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
what would Ivanka Trump be holding in her hand in this selfie?
A
It's a product of some sort.
product.
Yeah. I just want to see if you would even like ever
Oh,
guess this.
man.
I
I
just literally guess anything. One thing.
orange juice.
I wish, dude. Okay. So Ivanka Trump posts a picture of her on her Twitter endorsing this product, and in her hand is holding a can of beans.
A can of beans.
A can of beans. It's called Goya. It's this company called Goya, and she endorsed them.
Mm-hmm.
and whatever. And then,
what does that do for you? Holding a can of beans in a photo.
well, it gets her lots of money from Goya.
But what does that do for them?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know what they think that is going to do. But then, so people got pissed because she's like a White House staff member and she's using her position of power to gain, which kind of valid, right? That's kind of valid that a person of that position of power should not be able to do product placement. So then Donald, her father, who is the president of the country, if you didn't know,
I think I heard that.
then posts freaking this picture, dude. Let me look it up. Trump Goya. Why is Yahoo my freaking go-to server now? Okay, so there's Ivanka. This is the picture of Ivanka, okay?
Oh my gosh.
Literally, if it's Goya, it has to be good. And then she puts it in Spanish so that the Mexican audience can freaking read it.
Freak.
So that is literally what she put on her Twitter. What are your thoughts on just this picture first? First of all, let's hear your thoughts.
You can do better.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. And it's just a generic can of black beans.
It's a can of black beans, dude. That is so funny. And she's like, looks like somebody is about to kill her.
She looks like she's been smiling for 20 minutes trying to get the right photo.
This is the best picture of all time until you see the next picture, which is Donald Trump. Donald Trump sitting in the Oval Office at his desk.
With a bunch of Goya.
So he has, so it's Donald with the smile on his face.
With 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. You can picture this, bro. 100% you can picture this.
Chocolate wafers.
We've got Goya chocolate wafers, Goya coconut.
It looks like coconut milk.
Coconut milk, and then some Goya freaking pinto beans or something. Some kidney beans. Some sort of seasoning by Goya. And then what even are those?
Red kidney beans, I think it says. It's really
Chili
hard to see.
Chili peppers? Cheddar? Whatever.
It looks like it's something beans. I don't even know at
Okay.
this point. It's way too hard to see.
No matter what it is, look at the picture. If you're an audio listener, just look up Trump Goya, dude. It's the funniest thing. It looks like
It can't not bring a smile to your face.
it literally will make your day. Dude. It looks like a freaking like cursed image, like it's Photoshop.
I know.
Oh my goodness. Dude, this is going to be in a history book in 20 years. I'm not even joking.
This is going to be like when you go into the summary of his presidency.
Yeah.
It's going to be like the headline is posed for a Goya photo.
Yeah, dude. So think about it this way. We're in the midst of a pandemic, okay? And Trump is freaking... We're in the midst of a pandemic and also freaking just civil unrest in the streets. And Trump is sitting at his desk with a bunch of Goya products going like this. Look, man, I'm not a Democrat, but that is hilarious.
Yeah.
No matter what freaking political party you belong to, that is so funny.
Yeah.
Dude, that is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life. The beans, dude. That makes no sense. That is so good. And then Chris Cuomo got freaking lit up. We can watch
The
this.
guy's sitting on the Resolute desk
I'm not
with a bunch of Goya
I think
products.
that's Chris Cuomo, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not a CNN guy, but this is actually kind of funny.
Yeah, I'm just not a news guy.
I'm not a news guy at all, dude. Fox
You
News is
tell me
so
how a
dumb.
president in the middle of a pandemic has got time for this bullshit. Are you kidding me? Hawking products, Goya, I don't care who it is. Resolute desk. This is what he's resolute about. Pandemic priorities. His daughter Ivanka, top White House advisor. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
Marketing for a brand following calls for boycotts after Goya's CEO heaped praise on Trump last week. On your dime, in the middle of a pandemic, they're selling beans? Are you kidding me? Seriously. Seriously. This is not left and right. This is reasonable, my brothers and sisters. The guy's sitting on the Resolute desk
Is he at a
with a bunch of
church?
Goya
I
products.
don't know, dude. I thought
You
that was
tell me
so
how a
funny.
president...
I love the
Cuomo just
part
getting so
where he
mad.
just brings up the beans.
Beans. Beans, my guy. That is so good. Anyways. So, yeah, no matter what political party That's pretty funny, in my opinion. Okay.
Yeah, that's something right there. Holy cow.
So, anyways, Trump and his beans. We did that. We did the other thing. Okay. Do you want to talk? Do you have anything to talk about the trip?
With the trip, I mean,
we got some things to discuss. Do we have some little anecdotes we could talk about? Any little anecdotes?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think, bro. What was like? Where was your favorite place we went?
Oh, that's a really tough thing. We went to so many freaking places. It's so hard to like just say a favorite. I loved Chicago. I was like, before we went there, everybody always talks about how sketchy Chicago is, how everybody gets killed there all the time. If you're in downtown Chicago, like, you're not worried about that. It's just freaking awesome. I don't know. I love Chicago.
Yeah, dude. Talene got up and freaking ran in the morning by himself. Around freaking what's the park called?
I don't even remember. It was around the lake. I don't remember which lake it is. I think it's Lake Michigan. No, I don't even want to say because I'm gonna get called out by somebody.
It's all good. Yeah, Chicago was probably my favorite too. That is a nice place, dude.
Yeah, I wish we weren't there during a pandemic so we could like get up close to the bean and
also not have to wear masks everywhere. That kind of was trash.
Yeah, that was definitely trash. But
yeah. So for those people that don't know, the reason we were gone for 2 weeks, we were gonna do it on the road, but then we just didn't. Sorry, don't care. So we went. This was kind of our route here. So we went from here to Idaho Falls to Montana
to Yellowstone, and then like through Montana, and then through the Dakotas, and then through Minnesota. Like we went up to the top of Minnesota. We hit all the 5 of the Great Lakes, and we hit like Duluth, Minnesota, and then went down and hit Minnesota. And then after that, Minneapolis.
I was like, bro, you definitely hit Minnesota. If you went to Duluth, Minnesota. But
yeah. But then we like dipped. Well, then we went through Wisconsin, and then went down through like, I think we hit Indiana. Yeah, we hit Indiana, and then Illinois, and then up through Michigan, and then back through Illinois, and over to like Ohio and Pennsylvania, and then went up there, and then
Niagara.
Yeah, Niagara, dude.
Niagara Falls, my guy.
And then we just kind of came all the way back. We went down instead, so we like first we went through like Iowa and Nebraska, and then we just took a straight dip down through Kansas and Oklahoma and Texas and through New Mexico.
Yeah, which I've realized, dude, Texas, worst state ever.
We were in like the top corner of Texas.
Well, wherever we're at, dude, Texas and Oklahoma and New Mexico, besides Albuquerque, suck. Dude, I went on the trip not looking forward to Albuquerque because it's just so, I just thought it was funny to just hate Albuquerque for no reason. And so I just always talk about how I hated Albuquerque. Dude, Albuquerque is so nice. I love
the city itself is nice.
I love the city.
It's just the surrounding area.
Dude, everywhere else in New Mexico we can let it burn. Like, that's totally cool. But Albuquerque is a chill place. The place we went in Texas I was so terrified.
Oh, I know.
I don't know why. Like, I just got a really bad vibe. Like, we stepped out. We were in the middle of nowhere at this freaking, like, gift shop. Like, this Texas freaking steakhouse.
It was what you'd expect in Texas, basically.
Yeah, dude. And it literally, they served a freaking 72-ounce steak, which is the craziest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah, and they like have a thing if you finish it in I think 1 hour, you get it for free. And there was someone who was I think 130 pounds who finished the whole thing in like 20 minutes. Tell me how that's possible,
bro.
Tell me how that is possible. I am 150 pounds. I could not eat that thing to save my life,
dude. I want to meet that kid because that's impressive. We should have him on the podcast. We should have got his name. Oh, why is that off?
I don't freaking know what just happened.
Bro, hold up. All right, we got to fix this.
Yeah, we do.
Install.
So, yeah, while Brock is doing that and making a lot of noise in the microphones, I'm not sure what the freak just happened. Yeah, I'll turn yours down there. Okay. Yeah, now it's just me. That was... I don't know what the heck just happened, but, yeah, Brock's mic just, like, came off. I think it's okay. It's just... just pulled it down and the mic just popped off, you know?
What do I even do?
I don't freaking know. This is so weird. I've never seen that happen before.
Bro, how is it supposed to screw on?
I don't know. I think you have to twist the top.
Dude,
but that doesn't twist.
Your homie doesn't twist over here. You're stronger than me. This is the best podcast we've ever done. Okay.
Oh, this is an amazing podcast.
Okay, we're back. What we're talking about. Oh, yeah, we need to have that kid on the podcast. Whoever freaking finished that in an hour. So, yeah, Texas, Oklahoma definitely sucked. Pittsburgh was kind of cool.
Oh, yeah, Pittsburgh was actually way cool. I always think about, like, the Steelers, and I always hear their field is trashy, and I just figured the whole place is trashy. I don't know. I don't know why I always had that feeling about Pittsburgh.
I've always thought Pittsburgh was kind of a trash hole, too. That's what's funny, dude. You always think places are trashy until you actually go there.
Mm-hmm. And then other places you think aren't, and then
they are.
Yeah.
Like L.A., dude. I hate
okay,
LA.
but Detroit we knew was going to be trashy, and it even exceeded my expectations of trashiness.
It didn't exceed mine.
Detroit was...
We went to a sketchy spot.
I don't think there's any better spot. We were in downtown.
Yeah, Detroit, not the best.
No, if you're planning a vacation, skip Detroit.
Bro, if you're planning a vacation and you're wanting to go to Detroit and you're not us, you probably have problems. We actually
like if you want to see some really cool graffiti and just art everywhere on all the walls, that's really cool.
You can go to Albuquerque for that though. They were doing like a cool art thing, dude. There was some dope stuff down there too.
Yeah, they just had a lot of cool art there in Detroit, but other than that, it's like everywhere is run down. It's what you'd expect with a city that's just going on the down low. Like they're just tanking
on the downhill spiral, my guy.
Mm-hmm.
We joined a Black Lives Matter protest while we were in Chicago.
Oh, yeah. Like, we had one kid whose mom specifically said that the one request she had, not even about masks or COVID or anything, was just to make sure we avoided riots. And while we were in Chicago, like, right next to the Bean, all of a sudden a riot just went right by us, and we stood, like, right next to it and just watched it go by. I mean, it wasn't a violent riot or anything. It was just...
That's what's funny, dude. Everybody gets so scared of these riots because the government puts CIA agents to freaking make them violent, and then they put that film on the news and then make everybody not with the movement. But then when you see it in real life, it's literally just a peaceful. It was a group of people walking that had a goal they wanted to reach, and they were exercising their freedom of speech to do it. It was dope.
Yeah, and it was not really even a riot. It was just a protest.
Yeah, it was not a riot.
And I don't know, they just like walked through the streets, and then they all stopped, and like a guy, like they circled around a guy, and he just started talking with a megaphone, and then they just kept walking. Like, I don't know. I didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah, it was. I feel like everybody needs to actually see one, so they know it's not scared. Like, just get thrown into the fire, basically. So they understand that it's not this scary thing that everybody thinks it is, but...
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, it's just the freaking media. That they're not going to put that on the media because no one is going to care. They're like, oh, there's a peaceful protest in Chicago? Exactly. That's like, why do I care?
Exactly.
But if they're, like, punching out windows and burning down buildings, it's like, oh, well, these people need to be stopped.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to take a drink so you can keep going.
All right, yeah, but, like, I don't know, just... Protests in general are not bad at all. Like,
no.
Obviously, there's some that get bad, and that needs to be addressed still. Like, that's not okay, but at the same time, there's so many good protests out there, and that, like, the protests that were really bad, those are the ones that, like, were right after everything happened because people wanted to be heard. They wouldn't be put on the news if they weren't like that. I'm not condoning violence, obviously, but I'm just saying, like, people weren't just doing that for fun, I guess. Maybe somewhere.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of people that take advantage of the protest, definitely. Those are the
definitely.
looters. Those are the looters, the people that freaking steal panini presses from Target. Those people I don't consider a part of the movement. I consider the people that are a part of the movement the people that actually care and are actually trying to change things. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and the people that are the looters, they're the ones who hurt the movement.
Yeah, that's doing the opposite for what they're trying to do. I really don't understand the looting, but
yeah, I don't get it either.
It's whatever, man. We were in Chicago for the 4th. Did not feel like the 4th of July.
Oh, it didn't. Like, there were no fireworks in downtown, and we didn't have a car, really, to drive around because we already paid for very expensive parking, so we didn't want to drive. So we just slept in our hotel room at 9 o'clock, and it was amazing.
It was perfect, dude. After freaking driving for 10 hours every single day and getting to bed at, like, midnight, dude, those 9 o'clock freaking sleeps hit different.
Oh, I know. It was so nice.
It was fantastic.
And, like, probably the weirdest part about the trip for me is remembering when we went through Yellowstone. Yeah. It was snowing on us.
Yeah.
I didn't bring a jacket, and I was, like, freaking out thinking the entire trip was going to be like that because we're in the northern U.S. the entire time, basically.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the next day, it's, like, in the 90s. Then the next day, it's high 90s. Then we're hitting the hundreds. And, like, the whole time we're in the 90s the entire time after that. But for the first day, the first day it was, like, normal temperatures. And the next day it was freezing. And then after that, it was just hot.
Yeah. It was kind of weird. It was
we were in different areas of the country. But, like, I don't know. Yellowstone wasn't a place that I just expected to have it snow on.
Just
like
randomly freaking just start snowing. That was so weird to me. Yeah, we ran into a couple storms, but...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we went through... So, the Dakotas are what you'd expect. They suck so bad. Dude. Like...
The whole time I was just thinking about, you know, like the highway over here that goes through, like, the freaking fields over there? It was like driving on that for, like, 9 hours straight.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So, we had one day, we started in Buffalo, Wyoming, and we were ending... We were going to go to Fargo, North Dakota, but we did not make it that far. That was like 12 hours of driving, and we started late and stopped and stuff. But holy crap, driving up through the Dakotas was awful. We were driving there, and it was like, it seemed like it was pitch black for 10 hours straight because there was just a storm chasing us the entire time. That, like, picture you're driving through just nothing. It's literally just green everywhere, and it's completely flat. Like, we lost all sense of direction as we were driving. Literally, we would go and the road would, like, have a slight turn, and we'd be like, okay, we're going this direction. I'd pull up my phone, and it was saying we're going another direction, and then I'd look at the map, and it's saying we're going another direction.
Like, the maps were not with us that trip.
Oh, they were not with us at all. That was
so funny. We were trying to freaking get from Pittsburgh to Maryland. Or was it Maryland? Yeah, we were trying to
Yeah.
And freaking ended up in a police precinct. That was so funny.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Those are the times, man. Those are the good times you remember. When you accidentally end up in the freaking police precinct.
I totally forgot about that. But yeah, we were just driving, following directions, and told my dad to take this turn. And all of a sudden, we're like in this parking lot for like only police vehicles.
Yeah, they're literally freaking like bringing meth heads into the jail and stuff. There's like shootings going on. We're just like, what is happening, bro? It was kind of crazy.
Yeah, that was an interesting time there.
But, yeah, for the 4th of July, it was like, it didn't feel like the 4th.
All right, we are back. We just had to fix the camera here. So, what I was going to say is, like, I feel like Independence Day was founded because that's the anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. And now it's just become, like, everybody's just... like America, like you just go out there and you're just like, oh, it's amazing out here. And
yeah,
I don't know, like I don't think celebrating our country is a bad thing, but I don't know, blindly saying that everything is perfect is also not the right thing to do. I think we should celebrate like America's founding because America was founded on really good values. Obviously slavery was still a thing, so that is definitely not something good, but in general, if you read back through the documents, like I took a history class and political science class, and if you read through the documents of the founders, of the people who were the ones like running the country, they were against slavery. They thought that it was evil. I'm not saying they all were against slavery, but most of them were against it and like wanted to get rid of it. But at the same time, like, it was really hard to get rid of it in their certain circumstances. But other than that, like, all the values that they had in like the Federalist Papers and everything that were written about the Constitution and other things were just, they were based on amazing values that I think should still be upheld today. I don't think some of the practices should be upheld, obviously.
No.
But the values that they use should still, and they still kind of are in certain circumstances, still used. So I think we should celebrate the founding of America and the values that it was founded on, but we still need to recognize all the flaws.
Yeah, that's a good point. Just what I was thinking of, I was literally just sitting in my bed and just seeing everybody 4th of July posts, and I was just like, just the fact that you have a country where it's so divided and half of the country hates the person in power no matter who it is, and you have freaking pedophile cults that the people in the government are in, and you have the Black Lives Matter movement that is being freaking just, I don't know. You have black people getting shot down in the streets. You have coronavirus that, you have a country where there's a pandemic and some people don't even believe the freaking thing is a real disease.
Oh my gosh.
That boggles my mind. Anyways.
I just don't get it because people don't get it until it happens to them. We brought this up on the other podcast. Like, they just don't get it until it happens to them. And for me, it was still kind of tough because, like, my dad at his work, I probably actually shouldn't even say
Yeah, maybe
this.
we should just keep that to ourselves.
Okay, yeah, so cut that part out. But I'm just saying, I'll just say there's someone that, like, is acquainted with my family who came in contact with the virus and actually, like, tested positive for the virus. And it was still kind of a shock to me in that moment just because I was like, it's, like, at a certain moment, I was like, I don't know if it's really going to come here. Like, we're such a small town. I don't really know. And then it did. So, I don't know. Like, everybody, even for me, it was kind of like, I didn't know it was coming till it came.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing. And I don't know. I feel like that's how everybody is. Like, there's so many people especially on Facebook. Holy cow. There is some people on Facebook. I love going on there just to laugh at people sometimes. Yeah. Like, not to their face, obviously, but just certain things people say on there. Holy cow, they're insane. Like, I saw one today where somebody was, like, saying that BLM used to mean Bureau of Land Management, and it still should mean that, because I don't believe in anything else associated with that, and, like...
For reals?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's like... But, yeah, when you have the country where all these problems, you have... Dude, and, like, the worst part, the thing that, like, kicked it all off for me was just walking around Chicago and all the other cities we went to and just seeing the amount of people that literally just don't even have houses.
Oh, I know.
And it's just like... And then people are freaking wearing American flag T-shirts, just freaking waving that red, white, and blue, which is... I guess if you want to live in freaking ignorant bliss, that's okay, but I don't know. It's not. It just feels really weird to me where we spend all this money. Like, if you took all the money that people spent on fireworks and all that dumb stuff for the 4th of July and just, like, poured it into black communities or maybe poured it into the homeless problem or something, I just feel like it's so counterproductive to just have this huge celebration about this country that we have a lot of things we can work on, and it's just, I don't know. That's super unpatriotic. And then if you say that, people freaking say you hate the troops, which, that's a whole different topic, bro.
But Independence Day is not about the troops. That is one thing people need to understand. There is days that celebrate the troops. I'm not saying we shouldn't celebrate the troops because what people do to fight for our country is amazing. But Independence Day is not to celebrate our troops. It's to celebrate the founding of America. And I feel like it should definitely, like, still be a celebration in a way, but it should not just be a celebration. Like, I feel like we should be able to recognize things and, like, be able to look as a day of, like, looking for improvement. I don't know.
Interesting. I'm just looking at these freaking... Okay, we're going to talk about this Wal-Mart thing first, but I'm looking at these, and I might have to mention those. Okay. So, yeah, 4th of July felt weird. Sorry. It's not... Dude, it's not unpatriotic to say that the country could use some work. And it doesn't mean I hate the troops, which I don't hate the troops necessarily. Okay, some of them probably go there for the wrong reasons. And I know that a lot of troops don't do the best stuff in Iraq. Okay, but some of them are honorable, and that's good. But the higher up people are the ones that are getting us into the wars. That's who I'm freaking bagging on, bro. I'm bagging on the freaking bureaucrats that get us into the wars for no reason other than to freaking just gain monetarily, which is, we have already talked about this. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that part, bureaucracy in general, like when I took my political science class, I never really understood bureaucracy before that. And now I can't hate anything more, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally unelected government officials that can't be, like, taken out of their positions unless if they, like, retire or something happens. I don't know, like, you have no say in what they do, and yet they run the country. Yeah, they literally run the country.
But freaking just grill those hot dogs and wave that American flag. Set off those poppers, baby. Set off those fireworks, baby, because this is America. This is gosh darn America, and I support the troops. And I support Donald Trump. Make America great again, brother. Keep America great. He could have got a lot more COVID tests and a lot more supplies for the hospitals, and he chose not to, but that's okay, and that's why we're in this pandemic, and that's all right.
Goya.
Trump 2020, support Goya, baby. Support that Goya beans. Get your Goya black beans. That's what I'm cooking up with my hot dogs on this 4th of July. Anyways, speaking of stupid Republicans, Walmart is now requiring you to wear masks, and people are upset. People are upset about their rights being stripped away. They are so mad. My rights are being taken. You should read the Constitution. Article 15 says, thou shalt not wear masks. You know, George Jefferson wrote that.
George
Jefferson, dude. This is what these people sound like, and I want to shoot
myself
in the head.
Okay, here's one thing. Do you remember when there was, okay, I'm not saying this is something that I necessarily, okay, I don't even know how to word this, but do you remember when there was like the whole controversy about how there was a bakery that didn't allow a gay couple like to...
Wait, did I tell you this?
No, you did not tell me this.
Are you serious? Because I told somebody this exact same story, bro.
This is just a connection I just made.
I made this exact same connection to somebody, and I don't remember who it was. Okay, that's actually scary.
But yeah, like... So you definitely remember when there was that bakery that denied service to a gay couple.
100%.
Which, I'm not saying I agree with them at all, but they have the right to refuse service, just like every other company.
Yep.
What can Walmart do if you don't wear a mask? They can refuse service. That's not stripping away your dang rights.
Take that, Republicans! You moron. I should probably...
Yeah, we just flipped up the camera screen.
But yeah, I did that. I literally was talking to somebody, and I said that exact same thing word for word.
Yeah, like, because I know so many people in our area that supported that business for doing that, but at the same time, hate this. And, like, there's so many people right now that are flocking to Walmart because they want to get their groceries in before they have to wear a mask and go. And, like, there's certain people who are literally getting months of supplies so they just don't have to wear a mask when they go get their groceries.
This is one of the most ridiculous things. Like, I get that masks are not the most comfortable thing to wear. We had to wear them in certain cities like Chicago. You have to wear them everywhere. Albuquerque, we had to wear them everywhere, even outside. But most places, you just have to wear them in the store, which, dude, be glad that it's just that. Be glad you don't have to wear it outside yet, Utahns and other places.
Yeah, well, outside it doesn't spread as well as what I've heard. So that's one thing. I don't think it's going to be required. But, like, I don't know. To me... face masks, yeah, they suck. And yeah, it's not nice to wear one. And like, I don't know. It's tough because at the same time, like if you're not around somebody, it feels kind of pointless to be wearing a face mask. But like if you're just in a store for 20 minutes getting some groceries, like, and you're around a bunch of people, why not wear one if it's going to stop? Here's the thing. Would you rather suffer for 20 minutes of your day, or would you rather suffer the entire world getting infected by this disease?
Or let me put it for you dum-dums. Would you rather wear the mask for 20 minutes when you're in Walmart once every 2 weeks, or not be able to go to Dennys and get your Grand Slam, your fat eye, for another, like, forever, dude? What if you can never go back to Denny's and shove sausage links up your arse, dude? Just think about that. I'm just putting it for you guys because I know a lot of people are just missing their Denny's. They want their pancakes.
I thought you said you were missing your Denny's, Brock.
I'm talking to myself, too. There's a lot of people like me that want this country opened up. So listen, dude. I feel like you're not getting this. I don't think you can open the country and also not stop. Why not stop the virus and then we can open up the country? You want the best of both worlds? You want everything you get? You sound like a 6-year-old girl, dude. You want everything to go your way. Wear the masks, and then you can go to Denny's. Or don't wear the mask and don't go to Denny's ever again. I don't understand your thought process on this.
And I just made a connection.
Spray it, dude.
So, they want everything they want right now, right? Mm-hmm. And what they don't want is, like, all the people living off welfare to get everything they want. When they want everything they want.
That's
like,
true.
I mean, I'm not saying welfare is an amazing thing. It's just a whole system that it was messed up from the beginning and it shouldn't have started. But now we're at this point where it's like the same thing with like drugs and stuff. It's like, or with guns even. It's like, if it didn't start, there wouldn't be a problem. But now that it's started, you can't just exactly just get rid of it, like welfare and stuff like that. But I'm saying they're saying like those people shouldn't have it just because they want it, whereas right here they don't want to wear their face coverings, but they also want the virus to go away.
You people are absolute apes. Do you understand that? Your brain is like a monkey's brain. Actually, it's lower. What's like the dumbest animal? Like just a cow? You just want to graze? You just want to graze your freaking syrupy butterscotch pancakes? You fat piece of lard. Like it just really boggles my mind that people want to also not wear face masks and also go to the restaurants and stuff. Like, if you just do the things to help stop it, then it will be stopped, potentially. Maybe maybe it never will. I don't care. I feel like this is going to be the new normal, honestly. I don't know that
I feel like it's
change.
Going to be the new normal for 5 to 10 years if it stays how it is right now.
I don't know, man.
I think it's going to eventually fade out because, I mean, I don't know. Just looking back on history, like when the Spanish flu hit, I mean, the people, they were a lot more, were they a lot more, actually, I don't really know the history on that. Were they a lot more compliant in like...
I don't know. I don't know anything about that stuff, but
I just heard that like everything within a couple years went back to normal, and then we hit this. The thing is, it's just when something is gone, like these things in history, they happen like once every century. You can't just live our lives in fear after they're gone. But I definitely think there's better precautions we can take. But like, I think after the virus dissipates, it's going to eventually. Who knows when? But I think after it dissipates, like, I don't think masks should be required. I definitely think there's still going to be the crazies for a few years that are wearing them all the time.
Yeah, there's definitely, people are going to definitely keep the same lifestyle they have right now. But I kind of think masks should be a choice in a way. But, like, you should definitely have the option to wear a mask. But if the restaurant or the establishment wants you to wear a mask and requires you to, they can. It's just like what Talene said with the freaking gay cake, dude. All the Republicans were on board with that, dude. They were on board when they freaking denied a gay couple a wedding cake. They were all for it. And now they have to wear a mask for 20 minutes and they're losing. Read some of these comments, bro. This one's kind of super funny. So this guy freaking quotes, "By wearing a mask, the exhaled viruses will not be able to escape and will concentrate into the nasal passages." Oh, we should probably screen record this. Oh my goodness. Passages. Concentrate in the nasal passages, enter the olfactory nerves, and travel into the brain. That is from Russell Blaylock, MD. And freaking,
what?
Freaking tags look at this link to the article, FordKilledMyBusiness.com, dude. I've never heard a more freaking reliable source in my entire life.
Ford killed my business.
Yeah, so, and there's just so many freaking pissed off Republicans. They don't work. It says it right here.
Okay, that says it will not provide any protection against it. But do people not know what masks are for? Do we need to educate?
Educate. Give them the education.
Masks are not to protect you from the virus. Sure, they might be able to block a little bit, but that's not what they're there for. They're there to protect other people from you potentially giving it to them. Now, the problem is there's so many selfish people that they're like, oh, I don't have the virus. I don't need to wear a mask. Mm-hmm. You don't know that. Mm-hmm. The problem is it's just everybody needs to wear a mask when you're in those places, and that is what stops it. Like we saw in the University of Nebraska, they had this sign that it was like, it was showing all the different things. It had like you and someone else, and it was saying like wearing a mask, not wearing a mask, going down, and it was like both not wearing a mask, the risk is high for you to get it. You wearing a mask and them not wearing a mask, the risk is low for them to get it, but it's still pretty high for you to get it. Now, if you're both wearing masks, the risk is like super low at that point. And that's just kind of the reality of it. It's like masks are there to protect other people from you. The problem is that nobody thinks they have the virus until they have the virus.
Exactly. So you just got educated by my guy Talene over here. Okay, so if you don't wear a mask now, when you go into the Walmart to get your gosh dang like corn dogs or whatever you fat people eat, then you're a moron. Let's read some more of these Republican comments. I just want to find something. I will no longer be shopping there. I am a free human being and will not wear a muzzle and follow arrows on the floor telling me which direction I am able to walk in. In my area, less than 10% of people wear a mask. You are willing to chase away 90% of your customers?
Okay.
I'm sure. Listen, ma'am. I'm sure Walmart's going to be fine if you don't shop there. Can we agree on that?
Oh, yeah, big time. And here's one thing. In so many areas we went to, especially as you get more west, in the east, people are more compliant. That's just how it was when we were going places. But, like, especially in the west, places that didn't require masks, almost no one was, because no one's going to do it by choice in a lot of those places. So that's why they require those masks. But if you go to the grocery store and it says mask required and you have a mask on you, you're just going to walk away and be like, nope, I'm not wearing a mask. I'm not going in there. I refuse. 5% of people are going to do that. Everybody else, what do? They put on a mask and they go shopping. It's like, I don't know. It's like if I go to a place and it doesn't say mask required, I'm not saying I'm not going to wear them, but at the same time, it's like certain times I'm like, I don't know. I don't really feel like wearing one right now. But then if it says required, I pull out my mask and I put on my mask. Mm-hmm. 'Cause it's like, I'm not going to be like, oh, it says mask required. Looks like we got to go somewhere else. Looks like we're going to Target.
Basically, just don't be a dick, and then things are fine. You know? Like, just be a decent human being, basically. Yeah, and even if you don't agree with it, you don't have to comment. Don't stop commenting, everybody. Everybody, stop commenting on everything. Okay? Okay?
Yeah, we definitely need that right now. Everybody's commenting on too many things. Quarantine needs to... Well, no, because then quarantine doesn't need to end, but social media needs to end.
That's why freaking Visco's just the best one, dude. 100%. 100% believe that. Visco is the best social media, and I'll take that to my grave, bro. There's 0 comments. I hear 0 dumb people talking on that. 0. Solid 0 one.
Yeah, you're not going to hear my comments on that, so...
You don't like Visco? Hey, what's your beef with Visco, bro? What's your beef with the Visc, bro? Let's hear it.
It's just Visco, dude.
Let's hear it, dude. What do you have against Visc?
It's Visco. I don't know.
What do you have against it, bro?
I don't know.
Bro, it's cool. Okay? It's a vibe. You don't mess with the Visc, bro? You don't mess with the Visc?
I don't.
You gotta mess with the Visc, bro. I'm gonna make you an account.
No.
I'm gonna make a Dawson Celine account, and then I'm just gonna post pictures of you and act like it's you. Please. Dude, how funny would that be? And I'll just caption it like something you would say.
When somebody like asked me about my Visco and they're like,
Visc?
Well, when they like show me my Visco, they're like, "Why'd you post this on your Visco? You're so weird." And I'm like, "What? What the frick are you talking about?"
It's just a picture of you with a bunch of Goya products.
Oh my god.
You and a bunch of like a can of Goya beans. and you're just like, I support Trump. Trump 2020.
Please don't post that.
Eat Goya. Can you post that on your Instagram? Dude, post a picture of you holding Goya on your Instagram. Please, for the podcast.
I kind of want to be honest.
For the podcast.
That would be pretty great.
Dude, what? Oh, okay. We're actually doing this, bro. With this desk next week, we'll just have a bunch of Goya products on this desk.
Yeah.
Just like this.
Please, yes. That'll be
the freaking thumbnail.
That would be an amazing thumbnail.
We're already at 52 minutes. We can talk about my I gotta plug some stuff real quick, bro.
I
gotta do a little bit of plugging. Okay.
We're gonna do some
plugging today.
Okay.
So I did something that I've never ever done before in my life this morning.
Oh no. I don't want to know what it is.
Oh no, it's nothing weird. It's weird, but it's nothing like bad. I just dropped 2 songs.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, you dropped the last one last night.
Yeah, I was hoping people didn't see that. So here's what happened. You want to know why they're spaced? I was gonna drop them both yesterday. My Wi-Fi didn't work, so that's why. There's nothing. It wasn't like a crazy story. My Wi-Fi didn't work on the second one for some reason. Couldn't open Google. But yeah, I guess I'm a rapper now. I guess I gotta get a chain. I guess I'm a rapper now. Dude, that's my favorite thing is everybody freaking texts me and they're like, bro, you're like a rapper now? I'm like, no, I'm not. Listen. So I dropped 2 songs, okay? One of them is called Brink, and so on the trip, bro, okay, here's the story. I just want to freaking gab because it's our podcast and we can literally do whatever we want.
Yo gabba gabba.
We're about to yo gabba gabba over here, my guy. Freaking, I want to be the little green guy, whatever. Okay. So I've been making music for probably a year, but like a year ago, it was like super spot. It was like once a month, I would like just take a bunch of like little loops and just put them together and freaking audition. And then I finally bought Ableton like at the start of the summer, and I've just been freaking making so many beats. I've made so many beats. Not all of them are good, but I've just been making. I've probably made 1 beat a day this entire summer, and it's just like I've just been working anyways. And I don't like to do lyrics and stuff. I don't like to record my voice because I really hate my voice, and I don't like to rap and stuff like that. But I figured if I had anybody else on my beat, they would suck. You know what I mean? I'm really like, I'm super power hungry. Like I need control over stuff. You know what I mean? Like I can't like have something I'm attached to be up to somebody else.
Oh yeah, I get that. Yeah.
So that's why I made the podcast art, and that's why I do literally everything myself. Because first of all, I just like doing it, and then second of all, I just don't trust anybody else to do it. But so then I was like, I want these beats to go out because they're kind of hard, but I don't want anybody else to rap on them because I don't trust anybody else. So I just did it myself. And listen, these 2 songs are not that good. I know that.
I enjoyed them.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But it's like the hardest part of doing, especially music, because it's something I've never done before, never put out. It's like those first songs. The very first song is probably the hardest thing ever. So I just really wanted to get past that. So I made that one song. I wrote the lyrics on Brocation actually, like the whole time I was writing.
Legit?
Yeah, for Brink.
Dang. So I didn't even know that.
So for Brink, I was literally like just writing the lyrics the whole time, and I had this beat in my head the whole time, and I found this album. So A$AP Rocky sampled. He has a really pretty song, and it sounds a lot like Brink a little bit. But it's because it's called Purity, and it features Frank Ocean. And I love that song, and it's so pretty. And so I looked at the sample, and it was Lauryn Hill, and it was from this MTV Unplugged album that she did. It's literally just her. and the guitar, and it's like live, and she just like, there's a bunch of interludes where she says some really cool stuff, and we'll get to that in a sec. But so I found this cool guitar, and so I was like, I'm gonna loop that. And all of the guitar on the album kind of sounds a little bit similar. So if you've heard Purity and you're wondering why it sounds the same, that's why. It's because it's the same record, but the guitar sounds or a different track on the same record. The guitar sounds a little bit similar. So I slowed the guitar down, and I just had this beat in my head the whole time, and I came home and immediately just made the beat. And then next day I recorded the lyrics and put it together and mixed it and stuff. So I've had that song for a sec, and then with freaking Critical, dude. That song, that I like that way better than Brink, just because I don't know, the beat is just so hard. Literally.
Oh my gosh, yeah. When I first heard that, I was not ready.
I literally made it all in one morning, like every single aspect of it.
Holy crap.
It was Wednesday morning. I was just messing around in Ableton, as I usually do, and I was just like, I'm gonna make the most disorienting, like unsettling beat I could make. So I just freaking took a kick and just like, and then did a bunch of 808s and stuff, and layered a bunch of like a dentist drill and like tribal chants and like a gun going. You can hear some of that. So I literally just layered it, made the most disorienting beat, wrote the lyrics, recorded them, mixed them, made the music video, put it out the next night. So that was those songs. That was the process with making those. Okay. And the reason I put them out is actually two things. The reason I put them out just barely, because during the trip I was like, it's so hard to freaking make music, especially because everybody is gonna think that you're taking yourself so like you think you're a musician. Because that's what I think. Like when I see SoundCloud rappers. By the way, you'll never see me in the comments of any Instagram post being like just a 14-year-old producer trying to make freaking positive vibes. You'll never see those shits. Because I literally don't care if you listen to these songs.
Well, yeah, it's just you putting yourself out there. It's like if you are doing something that you love and you just want other people to just look at it, they don't even have to. I don't know. Yeah. That's kind of the way I see it.
Yeah, that's 100% what it, like, I'm literally, if you were like, Brock thinks he's a freaking musician now, he's a freaking SoundCloud rapper. This is my thought on the music. I'm literally just do it because I think it's fun. And it's so fun for me, so I just like making it, and then I just put it out there because if people grab onto it, honestly, I just put it out there because then it makes it easier for me to listen to it on Spotify. Well,
and it's like if you're doing something you love and you think it's good, even if that's not something you want to go into, it's like why not put it out there? Just if something happened, like why not just be able to have that opportunity just in case it came?
Yeah, and it's the music is way different from this podcast, because with this podcast I try and find topics, or I try and think of stuff that people would want to listen to and people would find entertaining, you know. But with music, I'm literally just making stuff that I think would be cool, and I'm not asking people like, hey, what do you want to hear from me? It's like I really don't care. I'm gonna make the stuff and I'm gonna put it out. If I like it, if it comes out, it means I like it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to put out something that I wouldn't listen to. So if you guys want to go watch them, the music videos are out now. They're so dumb. They're kind of funny.
I was wondering what your thought process was behind those music videos.
Here's the stories with the music videos. So with Critical, okay. Critical is a hard-hitting, full of 808s about drugs, money, women, guns. Because I wanted to do a gangster song, and it's fun. It's easy to write about gangster stuff, and also to write about, like, the other one is super personal. Like, it goes from, like, what I actually think and feel into a freaking Critical, where it's, like, just a bunch of bullshit crap that doesn't, you know what I mean? So, Critical, the music video was it was inspired by
you running around everywhere. That was freaking...
Yeah, well, so JPEG Mafia is probably, like, he's one of my biggest influences, and probably my second favorite artist of all time. And he just did a music video where he was just in the desert with a camera, and I was like, that's kind of sick. So I kind of, it's a little bit copied, but I don't care. I wanted to do it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's just, for me, like, because I know you, then it becomes like the thing where it's like weird. I don't know at the certain moment just because I know you. But if it was just some random dude, I'd be like, oh, that's pretty cool. It's just
I feel like that's the thing, you know?
Yeah, because it's like when you like said your little dialogue at the start of it, like to me,
it's like, oh, that's Brock talking.
Yeah, it's like that's kind of weird just in the moment because it's you. But if it was somebody else saying that, I can just think in the back of my mind like I wouldn't really have a second thought about it. It's just because I know you. That's the only reason why.
Yeah. So if you guys are like feeling like that, just try and disconnect me from the freaking songs, because I 100% agree, and that's how it is with me. Like when I listen to it, I'm just like, hey, that's me. That's kind of disgusting, but so yeah, that's why I made the music videos, and then the other one we were just driving back from making the critical one. I was like,
oh really?
I was just like, let's just freaking, I'll just rap in the car, but. Yeah, honestly, if you guys like it, that's awesome. You can tell me if you like it. That will make my day, and it'll push me to keep doing it. But if you don't like it, I don't care, because I do. So that's for you guys. Anyways, we should wrap this up. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the reason I even had the freaking balls to put it out there was because I've been freaking just. I've always felt so weird with music because. It's something I've never done, and I just like, you know, like everyone's like, oh, he thinks he's a musician. We said that already, but so I just didn't want to put it out because I didn't want to be that guy. But then your dad was listening to freaking books or podcasts.
Oh yeah, the whole
like
freaking
the entire drive, and I didn't listen to any of them. But then the one thing I tuned into, it was for like a solid 30 seconds. Like my music like stopped, and I heard something. It was like, you gotta like. It's hard to put stuff out because there's something in your brain that is trying to save you from being embarrassed or getting hurt or something. And it was like, you got to figure out how to just kill that, because you're never going to achieve anything if you don't try and do stuff. And so that was one of the things that I was like, yeah. So that's like, thanks CR for listening to that. And then the other thing was from the Lauryn Hill album that I sampled. I think it was literally like the interlude right before the song I sampled, where she was just talking about how you can't like wear a mask and you gotta just do what you want to do. And I was like, dude, that's so dope. Like those two things combined, I was just like, all right, I have to freaking like do this because it's what I want to do. But anyways, okay, that's all I had. Go stream it or don't. I don't care. It's gonna be on Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff soon, but it takes a while. Sorry, not sorry. Talene. Take us out.
Am I supposed to plug myself?
You can plug yourself.
So go follow me on Instagram at Dawson the Lynn, or on Twitter at Dawson the Lynn.
Perfect.
Or on YouTube as Dawson the Lynn
if you want to watch that one video.
If you want to watch the COD with the boys or the Spanish video. Spanish video is flames. I'm just gonna put myself out there and say I made the most flames video I've ever made.
That's perfect. That's awesome. My Instagram is at Kendall Brock, KENDALLBROC. And then my Twitter is at Gardner Brock. I'm not going to spell that one because I don't care. And then you can subscribe to me, Kendall Brock. I think my Spotify and stuff is going to be like K.BROC. So if you want to go check out Spotify, Apple Music.
Or you could do Broccoli Gardener.
No, I had to do something dope. So K Brock is my freaking rap name, by the way. K Brock.
K-Brock.
K-Brock. That's me. Go check out the songs. See ya.
All right.
Love you.
Peace out.